both that busy schedules. Wish we had more time to spare. Want you around me like air. Can't get my feelings involved.
I'm helping people, bitch.
Glad you was there. Show me you care. I wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare, so rare. I wanna keep you around. People like us are so rare, so rare, so rare, so.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's Sam YouTube? It's your girl, the goddess, and I'm back, with another one,
Go girl.
Alright, y'all, so today's video is gonna be intention is everything, part 2, because guess what? I got more to say. Alright, y'all. So before we get into the video, though, I'm going to need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You heard me? You are more than welcome to think that anything I say on this channel is a bunch of tomfoolery. You are more than welcome to think that anything I say is crazy, or that I am crazy and I may need psychiatric help. You are more than welcome to disagree with anything I say on this channel, because you know why? What you think is valid in your world. Let me repeat that. What you think is valid in your world, alright? I'm not here to persuade you to believe what I believe. I'm just here to provoke thought. This channel is about freedom of thought. Think how you want to think. Okay, so if you think Bigfoot and Sasquatch is real, baby, this is the channel for you. If you think aliens exist, it's the channel for you. If you think fairies and mermaids are real, baby, this is the channel for you. Alright? Now, let's get into the video. Alright, so intention is everything. Y'all don't mind me if I'm fixing my hair a lot. It's cause it's not in the shape no more, but it's still in that shape a little bit from last time I cut it, but it's not really. So it look kind of silly, look kind of weird to me. I don't know. The girls know what I'm talking about though. The girls get it. But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. It kind of look like it don't have no shape to it or nothing, but it kind of still do at the same time. Anyways, and I don't really like it that much, but I ain't feel like doing nothing to my hair, so I did the lazy and did a wash and go, and now I look stupid. But anyways, and then plus I can't keep no hairstyle anyways in this humidity. Shit, y'all see that too in the other videos. Hair be wild all over the place. Frizzy Lizzy. Anyways, alright. Intention is everything. Now, in my video titled What is Spirituality, I talk about how what the difference between a spell and a prayer, how there was none. And both are just words used to direct those and to direct your intentions to whether that be a certain person or to God or a whatever deity or higher power you but choose to believe in. Now, I use the example of a clip from Magnificent, that movie, and I use an example of Miss Tabitha Brown. I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip and come right back. Now let's take a look at a clip of a scene in Magnificent where she puts a curse or spell on the princess.
All of you. The princess shall indeed grow in grace and beauty, beloved by all who meet her. That's a lot. But Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of the spinning wheel and fall into a sleep like death. A sleep from which she will never awaken. All right. The princess can be woken from her death sleep, but only by true love's kiss. This curse will last to the end of time. No power on earth.
Now let's take a look at a clip of the Know For Sure podcast where Miss Tabitha Brown tells her prayer that she gave for the mass shooting.
This morning, my prayer was for the people in the government who can make a change, for them to feel pain, for them to feel anxiety, for them to have restless nights, for them to cry out of nowhere, for them not to be able to eat, for them to feel affected even though they were not.
They weren't.
That was my prayer. Because it seems as though in order for them to want something to change, they have to be directly affected.
Wow.
So my prayer is that they feel affected. And then after all of that, and change begins to happen, which is my prayer, I pray that God has mercy on them.
Yeah.
All right. So in the clip you saw that Magnificent, when she put a spell or a hex on the princess, she just used her words to speak these negative intentions over the princess's life, to invoke these negative things and events to happen in the princess's life. And Miss Tabitha used her words to invoke these negative events and feelings and emotions in people's lives, and the people in power, people of some sort of people who can make a change, you know, like politicians, or well, that's debatable, but you know, politicians and things like that, to invoke negativity in their lives so that maybe, you know, they could change, you know, they can make some change. And that's Miss Tabitha's intention. Her intention was to make change. Hey, maybe if they feel what we feel on a daily basis, they'll do something to make a difference. But Magnificent's intentions were to get revenge on the king, because the king stole her wings, because she was a fairy and she stole her wings and he stole her wings to become king. So she was like, all right, I'm gonna put a hex on your daughter. So that's the difference. It is not your intent, it's not your beliefs, it's your intentions with your beliefs. They both use their words with the intention to create negativity in people's lives. Now, people think that what Miss Tabitha is doing is different because she says she's talking to God, but it still doesn't matter. She used her words to ask God to invoke these negative things. The only difference is her intentions was healing. Magnificent's intentions were destructive and vengeful and revengeful. So that is the difference. That is not your beliefs, it is your intentions with those beliefs. All right, so now let's take a look at this clip from this man from the KKK.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, we've got more immigrants right now. Immigration is costing the United States American taxpayers $320 billion a year, and that's illegal immigration. I mean, that money could be spent on other things like helping our veterans, helping the homeless, whether they black or white. The Klan is not a hate group. Like I tell people, we're not about hate. We just want to live separate from the other races, just like the Bible intended. You know, that's one of the things the preacher showed me a long time ago. He was at a Klan rally, and I recognized a lot of Klan rallies had a lot of preachers there. And, you know, and he showed me the Bible verse, Leviticus 19:18. Because you always hear people holler, love thy neighbor. But then when you read the verse for yourself, it says, love thy neighbor of thy people. And my people are white people. So that's exactly what I'm doing, is carrying out, you know, God's wishes. I want to love my people and help my people just as every other race has the right to help and benefit their race. I mean, that's it. They should have the right to do that. And I feel right now in America, we're losing our right as white people, as the white race, to defend ourselves or to even speak out. You know, if you say you're proud to be white, they pretty much label you a racist. And to me, that's just racist is just a made-up word. I mean, it was made up by a communist Jew named Leon Trotsky in 1936, was the first time that it was used during a debate, and he was using it to cut people down. And if that's the way they're going to use it, then I guess I would be considered a racist, and I'm proud to be a racist.
And the Klan is a Christian organization?
Yes, Christian organization. We read the same Bible everybody else does. We just actually read all the Bible instead of skip through like these Judeo-Christian preachers do today.
What are the aspects of Christianity that the Klan is based on?
Well, it's based on our ritual, the Klan ritual, like when you get naturalized, or which naturalization ceremony is a Klan ceremony. We use the Bible to swear you in and to become a full-fledged member of the Klan. So, I mean, we want to stick by the laws of God. And, you know, you ain't going to make it to the kingdom of heaven unless you stick by the laws of God. So that's one thing we try to teach in our family. You know, this was taught 30, 40 years ago. I remember, you know, you wouldn't see colored people mixing and going into a church 30 years ago, not in this state. And now the preachers are allowing it. And to me, it's sickening. And it's sickening to see these preachers sell out their congregations and damn their own congregation straight to hell by pushing all this equality nonsense, knowing that the Bible says all the races should be separate, and that when Christ comes back, he says he shall separate all races again, separate all people by their tongues and put them in their own nations. That's in Matthew 15. So, I mean, to me, the Bible and the Klan go hand in hand.
All right, so as you saw in the clip, the man said that the KKK is a Christian organization, and that they are just following the Bible because the Bible says that we are supposed to live amongst our people and we are supposed to live in separation. So they use that to justify the horrific and terroristic, if that's a word, because I don't even know if it's a word or not, but terroristic attacks upon other people who try to integrate, because the Bible says that we are not supposed to. So it's not your beliefs, it is your intentions with those beliefs. Now let's take a look at this Jewish man talk about what y'all see.
הגויים מה שהם, כן? אלוקים עשה אותם בשביל שיעשו פה...
בשביל לשרת את היהודים. כל הגויים שאתה רואה שיש בעולם, המיליארדים האלה, הם הכל רק בשביל שהיהודים יהיה להם איזה תועלת.
עכשיו,
אנחנו לא רואים את זה, אנחנו לא יודעים בדיוק.
היות ואנחנו בגלות, אז אוטומטי עדיין הם עוד לא משרתים אותנו לגמרי, רק חלקית.
כל אחד יהיה לו, כשמשיח יבוא, אז כל אחד יהיה לו...
יהיה לו
אלפים עבדים, 2,800
בינתיים המשיח לא כאן, אז איך הם משרתים אותנו?
הם בונים לנו רכבים,
לא יודעים.
דירות, בניינים, חשמל, הם בונים את זה, לנו, משרתים את היהודים.
אבל יש גם יהודים שעושים את זה.
בקושי.
I'll ask in English. Do you believe that the Gentiles, the Goyim, will one day become the slaves of the Jews?
So I believe it's part of the Torah.
אני חושב שיהודי הוא קצת יותר, כאילו ודאי שיהיה לי עדיפות גדולה הרבה יותר לעזור ליהודים מאשר לגויים.
למה?
למה? כי יהודי הוא אח שלי.
טוב, אני לא עוד פעם להביא את המספר המדויק, על כל יהודי אמור להיות 800 או יותר עבדים.
So as you saw in the clip, this Jewish man said that we are God's chosen people and everybody else is exists solely for them, and we make them our slaves, and they build us things and do what we say, because it is written in the Torah. So it is not your beliefs, it is your intentions with that belief, with those beliefs. So they feel like because we are God's chosen people, everybody else is supposed to do for us. You're supposed to work for us. You're supposed to be here for us. All right, so now let's look at this clip of this African woman who practices voodoo.
Sacrifice human being for voodoo. It happens in the old days, but not now. Voodoo is not negative. Witchcraft is different from voodoo. Witchcraft is the power that people have to fly, to turn themselves into birds or cats or something different, to come to your house, take your soul, make you sick. They can even turn somebody's soul into a goat or chicken and eat it.
Have you seen that? Mm-hmm. You've seen a bird turn into a human?
Yes. And it's because of those people that we are working very hard, because we need to protect people. And Tron, my deity here, Tron, is always fighting the evil people.
In the clip, she says that voodoo is not negative. She said we don't use voodoo we don't sacrifice people for voodoo rituals. Maybe in the olden times, but not now. We use voodoo to protect people from the real witchcraft and that they claim voodoo is. But then she pointed to this doll, voodoo, I guess it was a voodoo doll, but it's supposed to represent like a certain ancestor, a certain spirit. And she said she used that spirit to protect people. That person, that spirit is always protecting people. So it is not your beliefs, it is your intentions with those beliefs. If she's using voodoo to protect people, then I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. There was this girl who I used to be friends with on Facebook who also practiced voodoo. And she said that there were adults doing very foul things to little children. So she put a hex on those adults to stop them from doing the foul things to those little children. And it worked. I can't be mad at that. If you protecting kids, go ahead and do what you do. But what I don't agree with is you just putting hexes on people and trying to curse people and hex people just because you don't like them. Just because you feel like they don't deserve what they have, so you want to try to control the outcome of their life, of certain things that happen in their life. You want to take certain things away. You want to stop certain things from happening. You want to do all of this just because you don't like them or because you're jealous of them. That's what I don't agree with. So it's not your beliefs, it is your intentions with those beliefs. Now, in those Arab countries like in the Middle East and things like that, where they're Muslim, they tend to be very abusive and they tend to be mean and disgusting and abusive towards women. And in the Holy Quran it says that a woman is supposed to be obedient to the man. So they're using that. They're using that what they say and what it says in the Holy Quran about women being obedient to men to beat women, to abuse women, and to knock their heads off if they see fit.
Men are the caretakers of women, as men have been provisioned by Allah over women and tasked with supporting them financially. And righteous women are devoutly obedient and, when alone, protective of what Allah has entrusted them with. And if you sense some ill conduct from your woman, advise them first. If they persist, do not share their beds. If they still persist, then discipline them gently. But if they change their ways, do not be unjust to them. Surely Allah is the Most High, all great. So as you all know, I do not practice the Muslim faith and I do not own a Quran. So I did look to the internet to find this verse. So please correct me if I am wrong.
Because you're supposed to listen to me. And if you don't listen to me, well, we're going to punish you for disobeying God. Because that is what's in the Holy Quran. So it is not your beliefs, it's your intentions with those beliefs. I have Christian family members who be in the church every single Sunday, but they stole another one of my family members' money. My uncle, he was an older man before he died. He was older, so you know they were handling his finances. He gave them, you know, jurisdiction over his finances, you know, to keep up with his finances. Instead of doing that, they stole it. They took all his money and killed him. But these family members be in the church every single Sunday, and they somehow feel like that because they believe in this and they go to church on Sunday, that is what's gonna save them, and that makes them a good person. I have a cousin who does foul stuff to people. Right after she do some foul stuff to somebody or say some foul shit about somebody, she'll be like, God know my heart. Sweetheart, if God was in your heart, you would have never done that. You would have never done or said the foul shit you said or did the foul shit you did. That's the devil is in your heart. The devil is in your heart. But because she feels like, well, I believe in this, I say I believe in this, and I believe in God, and I'm a Christian, and I pray at night, that makes me a good person. That makes me better than you. If you don't practice that, if you don't practice traditional Christianity or whatever. It is not your beliefs, it's your intentions with those beliefs. What else? What else was I gonna say? Oh, well, anyways, to sum this video up, to sum all of this shit up, I have never heard a black Christian call somebody who practices Indian Hindu a devil worshiper because they worship multiple gods. It's, oh, that's just their culture. I have never heard a black Christian call a Middle Eastern Muslim, Arab Muslim, a devil worshiper because they beat women and they beat them to death and they kill them, they murder them. It's, oh, that's just their culture. That's all they know. I have never heard a black Christian call a Jew a devil worshiper because they don't believe in Jesus Christ. It's, oh, that's just their religion. That's just their culture. It seems to black Christians, it seems to me, only the people that are spiritual are called devil worshipers and people who practice voodoo, because you know that's African. Anything that's African, anything that's not Christianity is a devil worshiper, except for those things that I mentioned. You know, it's like, oh my God, this girl said the universe, she's a devil worshiper. Oh my God, this girl says she lights candles. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. This girl says she honors her ancestors. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. This girl says she burned incense. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. This girl says she practices manifestation. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. Oh, she says she believes in God as a spirit, as an energy that connects all things. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. She wears crystals for healing. Oh my God, she's a devil worshiper. But talking shit, lying, stealing, None of that makes those people uncomfortable. But crystals do. Incense do. The universe does. Science, scientific fact. Oh, you believe in science? Oh my God, you're a devil worshiper. It just don't make no sense to me. It is not your beliefs. It is your intentions with those beliefs that make you God or the devil. Period. 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 And that's all I have for you guys today. And y'all have a good one.
And remember, don't be a hoe.